Hey everyone. Okay, so I wanted to share with you a project that I did, and it kind of came about by accident. Actually, I was kind of playing around, and when we print the stuff on our Imagine, the ink is not waterproof. So if you get any water on your projects, you can see here's some water got on here. I see how it splotches everything away and all the colors are on. And it's just like any other inkjet printer. Whenever it prints and you get water on it, it'll run. So I was thinking, a lot of people do that thing with the bleach, and they bleach away the color in the paper. And I thought, well, if I use my Imagine printouts and I use just water, I should achieve the same type of thing. So what I did was I kind of played around with some stamps, and you can see there, these are stamps from Stampin' Up. It's an older stamp set, and I just added water to them, sprayed them with water, and then stamped them on the paper, and it took the color away. And some of the ones I tried, here's one, a butterfly, and sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way to move my camera. This one was from one of the newer stamp sets. Don't know where I put that. Oh, there it is. It's the Bliss stamp set. And this butterfly has a lot of detail in it, but you can't see it because it's kind of watered out. Because when you spray it with the water, it's going to get into all your crevices. So if you want to have just like your butterfly with no detail, that's okay. You could use that. Here's another one I did from the same stamp set. And this one has a little bit of detail too, and this one didn't turn out too bad. The detail in the letters you can't really see too well. But I think I'm happiest with some of these, just like your big blocky images work the best, I think. And what I did is I printed out a bunch of different color squares. These are 4x4 squares, and I just practiced on them to see which ones are going to look the best. Like this green didn't turn out too bad. The blue, the lighter colors, yeah, they're sort of okay, sort of not okay. Here's another blue. That one turned out not too bad, if you can see that. But what I did is I ended up doing this and just making a card, and I used that image on there to create this. And I'm going to show you how I do these little stamps with the water. So let me put this stuff aside because I don't want water getting on all my stuff here. Okay, I'm going to take a piece of square here, and I'm going to use the same stamp that I used for that one, and it's this one here from Stampin' Up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mini mister, and it's just full of water, and I'm going to go off and spray this. And I put a good amount of water on these. It's just water, so you can just shake it off if you need to, if there's too much pooling on there. I'm going to take my scrap or my piece of paper that this is off of the Imagine. I'm just going to lay my stamp on here and just give it a second to kind of soak in. Okay, and there is my stamped image. I'm going to take my heat gun. Just heat it. And you can see the image like just appear. Now, if you're not happy with it for any reason, that one came out okay. It's just a little light on that side. I'm going to redo this. I have another piece here. And it really doesn't hurt to keep trying this because it's just ink and water. Let's see how this one turns out. Okay, that one looked like maybe it turned out better. Okay. That's dry. So as you can see, it lifted a good bit of that ink off of my paper. Now I'm just going to cut around this and then I'll come back and show you how I put the card together. Okay, I've got everything prepared here to do my card. I've got my flower cut out, and then I added some cotton candy stickles just to give it a little bit of sparkle on there. And I'm going to put that aside to let it dry. And hopefully I don't stick my fingers in it like I did last time. And I'm going to start assembling my card front. And what I did here is, this background is from Blossom. And since I don't like the way my machine cuts scallops, it just cuts them all lopsided, I just ran a string of circles, I think these were 1/2 inch, circles down the front here in a line, and then when I put my paper over that, it's going to look like some scallops sticking out. So let me go ahead and attach this piece of paper. And all these colors are all coordinating colors off of the Blossom cartridge. And I know this one's going to be a little too short or too long. That's why I didn't ink the bottom edge of this yet. And what I did is I ran this through my Cuttlebug folder from Stampin' Up. It's called Square Lattice. And I really like that because it just gives like an overall waffle texture type to the card. Grab my scissors real quick and cut this off. Okay, and I'm just going to ink this bottom edge right here with this. And I used peeled paint for my inking. Now on the other card, I used a pink ribbon on it. And for this one, I think I'm going to use green. I think I like the green too. Yeah, I'm going to use green on this one, so let me grab my scissors. These are my ribbon scissors. Let's cut a piece off here. And I'm going to try to put this about 1/3 of the way up from the bottom. So, because you could use brown ribbon on this. It's got yellow in this paper too, so you could use yellow, pink, maybe a cream color. But I don't know why. Every time I buy ribbon from Stampin' Up, I always end up getting the same color. This is certainly celery. I don't know why, but I do. Just like it. Okay, so that's on there. And for this layer, I used the same color green. And I used this brown, which is the same as my circles for my scallop. And I also ran that through the same Cuttlebug folder. And I am also going to put this on with some dimensionals. Put these on here. And this card is almost finished. And I don't have my card base picked out yet. I think I'm just going to do a white card. So I'm going to put this on here. And then get a dimensional ready. I'll put our flower on. My stickles are still wet on here. And my dimensionals are super sticky. I don't know whose brand these are. I've had these for a while and I really don't care for them, so I'm just trying to use them up as I can. Let's see, which way do I want to put that? That looks good right there. Okay, so here's card number 2. Or at least card front. Here's card front number 1 with the pink. And there you go. So I really like the way this kind of gives you that watercolor effect a little bit on there. And so I took a kind of a fault of all inkjet printers and I turned it into something that I could use. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.